Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Lauren if you haven't met me yet. Once again, here we are, a new month has arrived and we're going to be picking some prompts from our TBR jar. Guys, last month I literally said this, and that was I need to add more prompts to the jar. Clearly I still haven't because we are like running on fumes, but that's okay. We're gonna finish it out strong, and then we're gonna go in next month for sure have some new prompts because this is literally like the last of it. Like there's no more prompts after this. If you guys don't know, I don't put the prompts back in after I pick them just to give like a little bit of variety between each of the TBR videos, just so they're not like super repetitive. But yes, if you haven't watched one of my TBR videos yet, this shelf right here is my TBR shelf. Okay, so all of these books are books that I have not read yet. Some of them are in fact off the camera a little bit, but I'll show you guys those as we get to them. And yeah, what I basically do each month is I pick about 5 to 6, sometimes even 7 prompts for my TBR jar each month, and those give me a book to read. Now, do I always follow my TBR? Not necessarily, but it's a good starting block for me, a good kind of list of like high priority reads for the month. So, and then of course you guys will just have to stay tuned for our monthly reading wrap-ups at the end of each month to see which books we actually ended up reading. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and pick our first prompt. Guys, I'm gonna be for real, gonna be a little for real. I just started a new job. It's a 9 to 5. It's actually in fact an 8 to 5. And so I'm a little bit low on time. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to adjust to the 8 to 5 schedule a little bit. And yes, I get an hour lunch. I can read a little bit, but it's kind of hard for me to like lock into something after I've been locked into something else all day. Like I need a little bit of a break. So I'm kind of struggling with reading at the moment, like trying to find a good time to read, because it seems like my weekends are always full too. So we've been reading a little bit less, but maybe we'll still pick 6 prompts just to give ourselves some options here. So let's see. First prompt of the day. This one says a book with a strong female main character. This could be literally so many, because y'all know I love a book with a strong female main character, obviously. My favorite author of all time is Sarah J. Maas. What is she known for? Like, come on now. Also, I'm gonna store all of these prompts in this other jar I have. This one right here, it holds all of the used prompts. Okay, so they're all gonna be going in here to be either reused like way later in time or disposed of. How we don't just reuse them on accident. Okay, but anyway, let's see which book we could possibly pick. I feel like I'm naturally gonna be drawn to a fantasy for this one, because more often than not in a fantasy, especially written by women, will have a strong female main character. I know for sure Iron Flame could pertain to this, guys. I am aware. How many times have I put this book on my TBR? Way too many. I do want to do a reread of Fourth Wing and then read Iron Flame, and then obviously Onyx Storm. I've been kind of waiting for Onyx Storm to come out in a paperback though before I even read Iron Flame. I don't know that it is. Y'all let me know. But also part of me is like, I just started the book The Poppy War. I know y'all been like telling me to get on this book in this series forever, and I finally did it. I'm enjoying it. Okay, like I'm only on page like 50 I think, but I'm so far really enjoying it. And our female main character, she's pretty strong so far, like what she's gone through and how she's persevering. So we could in fact go into the second book, The Dragon Republic. Although these books are pretty hefty, and the first one, I'm not sure if it's gonna take kind of a dark twist. I've heard that it kind of does, so I'm a little nervous. I don't know that I want to go into another dark book right in a row. Oh my gosh, wait, no, I just had the best idea. Literally the best idea. Okay, so y'all know how the new ACOTAR books are coming out later this year. What if I went ahead and started rereading ACOTAR? Guys, that's the best idea I think I've ever had. The new ACOTAR books 6 and 7 are coming out at the end of this year and the beginning of next year. And I haven't read ACOTAR since like 2022, I think was the last time I read it. It's the only time. And so I'm like, I don't usually reread books, but I think for this series specifically, I really would like to reread it before the new books. So guys, should this be the first book on the TBR? Because this would be so nostalgic for me, like genuinely. I love this series so much. It holds such a special place in my heart. Now, do I like Throne of Glass and Crescent City more? I think so, although maybe this reread will prove me wrong, prove me different. Let's give it a try. The first book on my July TBR is going to be A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Throwing it back, guys. We're gonna place it down here. Guys, don't y'all worry. I have already read that book. It's gonna be a reread, but I'm all for it. Let's pick our second prompt of the video. Here we go. A book that has won an award. Ooh, that's gonna be hard. Wait, what the heck? Okay, we gotta go through like all of these books and see. So I know, okay, The Dragon Republic has in fact won the Time Magazine 100 Greatest Fantasy Books Award, but I kind of want to pick something that's not a fantasy. Let's see. I feel like they would have it across the front if they've won an award, right? Let's see, Magnolia Parks. Probably not. Guys, we might have to do another fantasy book because those seem to be the ones that are more of award-winning. This one is a New York Times best-selling series. Does that count? But I also don't know if I want to get into a new fantasy series. Let's see. Whatever, Brighthaven. This one's also a New York Times bestseller. Wait a minute. Okay, I think I found one. This book right here, Twisted Hate by Anna Huang, is a #1 New York Times best-selling author. Does that mean this book exactly won an award? I don't really know. Wait, no, I don't think that means it. Okay, I think we're in fact gonna have to probably pick the Dragon Republic. Backtracking on you guys, sorry. But this one, I know for sure, has won an award. You can see right here, Time Magazine 100 Greatest Fantasy Books right there. And yeah, I'm not like too disappointed to continue this series. I just didn't know that I want to like be in a bunch of series all at once, you know what I mean? But this one's a reread and this one's a completely new story. So what the heck is the problem? And I've already read the first book, or I'm in the middle of reading it. So why not? This could be a great one. And this female main character is crazy too, like in the best way. So far, I love her. I was told that this series was going to be super complex to get into with like the world building and everything, but honestly from my experience it has been great. Like I have been immediately immersed into the story from the very beginning of the Poppy War, and hopefully it'll continue that way because I don't know, usually for fantasies it takes me a little bit to get into it, but these from page 1 I was invested. I don't know. So yeah, booktube video is going to be The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang. Prompt number 3. Guys, we're running real low. We're running real low on these prompts, but that's okay. We will make new ones for sure for the next video. A book with a pink cover. Do I have any? I guess I have. Well, this isn't really pink. Okay, Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings has the pink spine. There's like a little bit of pink down in the corner, but otherwise it's mostly red. And then the other two that I see, Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. I know that this is like intended to be a really light red, but is that not pink? That's literally pink. So we could totally do this one. This is the 3rd book in the Twisted series by her, and I really enjoyed the 2nd book. The first one was good too. The 2nd one was like really good. So I can't wait to see where this one goes because it follows the brother of the female main character in the 1st book. They're all kind of interconnected, and I love that in a romance. This could be a good option. This one, I'm not really sure. Okay, so Once Upon a Broken Heart, yet another fantasy, so I'm a little hesitant. And the spine is pink. The front has like this tiny bit of like, I don't even know if this is pink or more of like a rose gold, but honestly, it's another fantasy, and I don't know about 3 fantasies. So I think we're going to end up picking Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. Alright, so that is the 3rd book. Hopefully this video is not too short. Hopefully y'all don't mind, because I feel like we're getting through these books pretty quickly, but that's okay. 4th prompt. Let us see what we've got. A book with a beautiful cover. Why do I feel like I've gotten this before? I feel like I've definitely gotten this prompt before, but oh well. What can you do? We can repeat a few, I guess. Okay, so the books that I picked before for this prompt that I've simply not read is I picked Babel by R.F. Kuang. This book, I really love this cover. It's this beautiful like cityscape. I hope that's focused on it with this pretty tower. Like one thing about me is I love architecture, especially on a book cover. I think it's so pretty. These cityscapes and buildings and that kind of thing. Something about the black and white is pretty to me as well. But I don't know if I want to read another I don't know that I want to read another R.F. Kuang book at the same time as I'm in another series by her. Like I feel like I'd rather read them one at a time. So this one's gonna be a no for now. Okay, otherwise this book is probably my favorite cover I've ever seen in my life. Heavenly Bodies by Armani Aru. It's kind of this celestial zodiac looking cover, and it is so pretty to me. Like I love this cover. And guys, y'all know I have been meaning to read this book forever. Like honestly, I got this book for Christmas last year and I still haven't read it. I have no idea why. I really don't. I want to get to it so bad. And so maybe the time is now. Maybe I'll pick this one up. Let's see what else we've got though before we settle. Let's see. This cover I also think is pretty. One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. I don't know what about it. It's like the matte type cover with these little gold corners, and just like the way it looks on the spine and this little scene, something about it to me is aesthetically pleasing. I don't know. Any romances or anything? The fine print is honestly a pretty cover to me as well because it's kind of this like castle design. And guys, I just finished the Dirty Air series by Lauren Asher, so maybe it is in fact time to get into the fine print, the Dream Young Billionaire series. This is the first one in that series. Oh, guys, which one should I pick? Okay, let's think about this. I've got 2 fantasies and 1 romance. So do I pick another romance? I don't know. But I also really, really want to read Heavenly Bodies, like so bad. I've been in such the mood for fantasy lately. I don't know why, even though we're in the middle of summer and summer's more like romance books. Tell me why I've been craving a fantasy. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're gonna pick this one. Heavenly Bodies by Marnie Rue. If I don't read it this month, guys, like, you'll actually have to come for me because I've been putting this on my TBR way too many times to still not have read it. This is pretty bad. Anyway. Alright, the 5th prompt. Let's see. A book you can finish in a day. Ooh, that's gonna be hard. I don't know that I have like any. This book right here, Addicted to You by Kristen Becker Ritchie, is probably the most visibly short book on my shelf, but it has almost 400 pages, and that seems like a little much to be reading in one day. Sometimes I can barely read like 30 pages in a day with my schedule. Whatever Brighthaven is also kind of visibly short looking. This one has a lot of words on each page, and it is also over 400 pages. We might have to refer to the phone for this one, the Goodreads or like YouTube recommendations. Okay, I'm here on TikTok looking at videos, and I think a good one that we could go with here is Tuesdays with Maury. I've heard of a few other creators reading this book. I think Sarah read it and somebody else, and they seem to really enjoy it. It has like a lot of life lessons and things like that, and it's 188 pages, so could be a reasonable option maybe to read in one day, like on a Saturday or something where I just like have nothing else going on. What's that other book where it's like written in a bunch of letters? There's a new book that everyone's reading. It's like the something, I don't remember it. I'll try to put a picture of it if I can remember it, but that book is written entirely of letters from someone's life, and that one I've heard that people can read in one day, and it's yet another one of those like life lesson kind of books, kind of like more of a fiction story, and I don't really own any fiction books. I need to expand my collection here, so maybe I'll read them on like Kindle or something. That could be an option. I don't know how many pages that book is, and I don't remember what it's called. Let me go on here. Yeah, guys, I literally can't find it. I don't know. Okay, I think we're gonna go with Tuesdays with Maury just to make things simple here as the book I'm gonna read in one day, because obviously 180 pages might be a little much, but I've heard that that book is also kind of like one of those that you can get through quickly, and it's just like a sweet story. So yes, the 4th book on the July TBR, Tuesdays with Maury. Or sorry, that's the 5th book, isn't it? Dang. Okay, let's pick our 6th prompt. Getting on through it, guys. Let's see. A book with a dual timeline. Guys, I love a book with a dual timeline. I really do. Let us see here. The thing is, like, how do you tell what's a dual timeline unless you've read it? You know what I mean? I wonder if Book Lovers by Emily Henry is a dual timeline. I don't think so. Or if like Addicted is. Ooh, you know what I think I do know might be a dual timeline book, and that is Taming 7 by Chloe Walsh. Guys, I took a little break from this series last month. I don't think I read a single book from the Boys of Trauma series. If you don't know, this is the 5th book in that series. I am absolutely obsessed with every single book that I've read so far. Literally all 4 of them have been a 6-star read, and so I've been a little nervous. But let me just say, this series is super emotional, okay? You have to be prepared to go on an emotional roller coaster. Honestly, I don't want to say it like this, but it kind of is this way. It affects your emotions personally. Even whenever they kind of have nothing to do with what's going on in the book, somehow it like makes you feel things outside of the time you're reading for the book. I don't know if that makes sense, but like while I was going through the big life change of like starting my new job, I didn't want to continue this series just because of how heavy it is. But now that I've kind of settled in a little bit more, I'm like, maybe this could be a good time. This follows Gypsy and Claire, and guys, we've gotten little hints of their relationship throughout the rest of the series. I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews about this one. Like, don't get me wrong, everyone that's read it thinks it's absolutely incredible, but it is a little bit lower rated compared to the other books in the series, so for that I'm a little like, I wonder. But I don't want to set my expectations anywhere. Like, I just kind of want to go into it and see how I feel, because I'm really excited. I really am. We have this boy, Gypsy, uses comedy and like kind of puts on this laughy, jokey face to deal with his trauma, and then we have Claire, who's just like this absolute sunshine girl, and she's kind of the only one that sees through this face he's put on. And so yeah, like that trope is just, I love it. So, but I am nervous, so we'll see if we get to it. I will let you guys know. Here are all the books, and then we also have Tuesdays with Maury, you can't forget. But these are all of the books. I picked out 6, so hopefully we'll get to at least some of them. I don't know, I haven't been reading as much like I said, but we're getting a little behind on the reading goal, so we need to hop on it. Hopefully the shorter books especially I can kind of crank out, and I love reading. I really really do. It's like my favorite hobby, so hopefully we do get a lot more time to get through these stories because I cannot wait. Like, I have so many books I've been needing to read and I just haven't had time. Like, never ending TBR is real. So anyway guys, I really appreciate you watching all the way through this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what's a book you're wanting to read in the month of July as well. Please be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to see more bookish content coming in the future. Thanks so much everyone for watching. Have a great day. Bye guys!